Solid rivets may be made from aluminum, steel, or other materials like brass. They vary in length depending on the material stack thickness being joined, and also have different shaped heads such as round or button and flat like these. The rivets are usually installed using an air hammer and bucking bar. The hammer bit should match the size and shape of the rivet head you are installing. Bits with a dome shape are used with the round-headed rivets and can vary in size. This polished hammer bit is what we'll be using to install our flat-headed rivets. Bucking bars are used on the back side of the rivet and are available in different shapes and sizes to allow access for hard-to-reach areas. Before installing solid rivets, it's important to refine your technique and practice installing them on coupons. This valve can be used to lower the airflow to the hammer bit, which then reduces the force of the hammer blows. The force of the blows can also be controlled by varying how far back you pull the trigger. We're going to show installing both an aluminum and steel solid rivet that are the same size. Let's start with the steel. The rivet is placed into the hole so that the head is contacting the panel. The hammer is held squarely against the rivet head, and pressure is applied so that it does not lose contact with the panel. The bucking bar is placed squarely on the backside of the rivet, and the trigger is pulled. The bucking bar is used to counter the force of the hammer blows, which are transferred through the rivet. As the bucking bar bounces on the backside of the rivet, the shop head is formed. It's also important to have the material you are riveting clamped tightly, so that the rivet does not begin to mushroom in between the panels. Now let's install an aluminum solid rivet. The aluminum rivet is installed using the same techniques as the steel. Since the aluminum is softer, this rivet is a little easier to install. When installing either, don't be too aggressive with the hammer, as you may distort the panel. Solid rivet dies may also be available for use in the SPR installation tools. We'll insert the steel solid rivet in the hole and place the die over the rivet head, ensuring it is square. With pressure on the tool to hold the rivet in place, the trigger is pressed and the shop head is formed on the back side. When installing solid rivets, it's important to ensure that the holes in the material are perfectly aligned and the rivet remains square. Otherwise, the shop head and the head of the rivet can become offset. Improperly set rivets must be removed and replaced.